design or ang configuration sa ato ang roof trusses. So these are just example no of the common types of roof trusses. Napatay daghan no. Napatay daghan example actually or configuration. No? And it's up to you if you're going to memorize this one. But to be honest, no, wala sa ko memorize ani different yung mga pangalan ani atong mga roof trusses. Okay? And then the next one is bridge trusses. No? So kung ganina roof truss gamit sa roof, ang sunod na to is bridge truss gamit for bridges. So best example ani na atay bridge truss diha sa Carmen Bridge no, going near the Capitol no, or the municipal hall going to Carmen na atay bridge truss diha. Okay? So mainly that is used to carry the traffic load no coming from our pedestrian or our roadway. Ayan. Okay, so you will notice no pag pag roof trusses ta, it is composed of only three members no. We have the top cord no, the members along the top, we have the bottom cord, and of course kat ng mga horizontal, vertical and diagonal elements, we call that one as our web members no. So kumbaga ito no, mo na itong truss, this one are the top cord, ito yung bottom cord, kana mga web members na ang kanang vertical elements at the center, we call that one as the king post. So natay upat ka member. But for bridge trusses, daghan kayo no. Ayan, yan ang ato ang parts no sa ato ang bridge truss. Ayan. Okay? So what are the assumptions for the design? So take note no for simplicity of this subject no, so that we can apply the equation of equilibrium, we are going to follow this assumption. But take note in actual design, dili ni siya magamit or dili ni nato dapat i-adapt no? Because again, as what I have mentioned, there are certain instances wherein the loads are transmitted not only at the joint but rather in the member itself no? So that is why sometimes the truss members are also carrying flexural stresses. Okay, so dili lang ka axial stress. But again, for simplicity, we are going to assume that members are joined together by smooth pins. In other words, the joints, no, although it might be welded, no, ang atong mga truss members are welded, but we are going to assume, no, nga it is not restrained for rotation. No, we are going to assume that it is actually joined together by smooth pins. That is why ang yang i-carry is only vertical and horizontal forces. So ang yang i-restrain is only horizontal and vertical forces. That is why ang ato ang mga truss members are only carrying axial forces. And then all the loads are applied at the joints. This would be our assumption. But again, in actual design, it's not necessarily na mao gini siya ang metabo no. There are certain points wherein the purlins are attached into the member itself but not in the joints no. And so these are the assumptions that we are going to use in order for us to use the equation of equilibrium. Okay, so again no, if you are going to follow this assumption, the the truss members can only carry axial forces no. So when we talk about axial force no, axial force, and there are two types of axial force. We have tensile force and compressive force, and I think these are very common sa inyo no. Pag mingon tag tensile, it is stretching the member, and if you talk about compressive force, it is actually compressing our member no, just like in this particular manner. So in the course of our truss analysis, we are going to assume no, that at kanani ang tensile forces are positive and compressive force are negative. Okay, so classification of coplanar trusses. Now when you say coplanar trusses, these are trusses which slice on the same plane. So we have first is the simple truss. So when you say simple truss, it is simple, meaning the connections are very simple. Okay, simple truss. So if we have a combination of a series of simple truss, it becomes a compound truss, and usually these are used for large span no, nga mga to support loads acting on large span no. So it is actually a combination of different types of simple trusses. Just like this one, you will notice this is a simple truss, this one is a simple truss. We join it together and it becomes a compound truss. Okay, so we have also this one, no, the inner part, which is a simple truss, and the outer part is also a simple truss. This one is composed of 3 simple trusses. This one, and this one, make it into a compound truss. Okay, complex truss is one that cannot be classified as being simple or compound, no? Especially those trusses wherein wala mga joints, no? Like for example, this one. No? You will notice here that at the center, although we have different members here, pero wala joint, no, at this particular portion. So we are going to call this one as complex truss. So again, no, ang classification for trusses, we have simple, complex, and we also have compound trusses. Okay, so as what I've mentioned, the first thing that we are going to do before we apply our force analysis is to determine the determinacy of our truss. Okay, right. So we need to determine first, no, the determinacy of our truss, no, so that if we can determine that that is statically determinate, then we can proceed with the force analysis mainly using the equation of equilibrium. Otherwise, if it is statically indeterminate, then other method ang atong gamiton in order for us to proceed sa atong force analysis. So ang general formula that we are going to use to determine the determinacy is simply these formulas. No? So if B plus R, meaning B is simply the number of our members, no? Member na siya, pila ka member ang atong trusses. By the way, no, when we talk about members, these are actually count, no, in every joints, no, nag-terminate ang ato ang member. Eh sometimes man god maglibog ta, no, kung ato na siyang antuon sa actual man god, no, usually ang mga ang ato ang mga bottom chords and top chord, no, isara na di na siya maputol, no, unlike sa ato ang mga drawings wherein in every joint maputol ang ato ang member, but in actual di na siya maputol. But regardless, no, ang pag-count sa ato ang member, it should be per joint. Okay, so later on ato siyang i-discuss. And then we have also R. This is the number of reactions. Okay, number of reactions. And then of course J, which is 2J. J is the number of joints. No? So if these are equal, then it is statically determinate. Otherwise, kung greater ang atong B plus R, it is statically indeterminate. So when we say statically indeterminate, then we need to determine the degree of indeterminacy. Wherein the degree of indeterminacy is simply the difference between B plus R and 2J. Okay? So again, no, pag lesser siya, if our B plus R is lesser than 2J, so automatic that would be unstable stress. So again, pag unstable ang atong stress, we don't care if it is statically determinate or statically indeterminate, because in actual it should be avoided. No? Stress which are unstable should be avoided in actual scenario. Okay? Ayan. So, wala kong gingon ganyan, no? If B plus R is less than 2J, then it is unstable. That is, it will collapse, no? Since there will be no or not enough number of bars or reactions to constrain all the joints, no? Ayan. So, aside from that, na ay instances nga itong B plus R is greater or equal to 2J, but this at the same time, it is also unstable during scenarios like this. For example, the reactions are concurrent, no? Like this one, no? If you are going to extend it here, mag-meet sila at a common point. So, meaning the reactions are concurrent, then it is also unstable. Or the reactions are parallel. For example, this one, puro siya roller, no? Ayan. So, if you notice, the reactions are parallel. So, in this case, these are unstable also, no? So, if we are going to relate the stability in terms of the reaction alone, no, concurrent reactions, parallel reactions, then it would be external stability. Okay, so we can say that in this type of trusses, these are externally unstable. Okay, so naamagod tayo duha klase sa stability, no? Sa trusses, we have internal and external. External, no, stability is actually the stability determined by the configuration of each reactions, no? Pag mayroon kitag internal stability, these are stability which are determined based on the configuration of our truss members or how the truss members are being arranged. No? So we can say that that is unstable if there are panels sa to ang truss nga wala ning porma og triangle, just like this particular portion. So in this case, this is an unstable truss. So a truss is good, no, if its panels are actually forming a triangle. Okay, so in this case, we can call this one as internally unstable. Okay, just like this one, you will notice no truss members are concurrent also. Ayan, the forces of truss members are concurrent. At the same time, naay portion or naay panel diha nga naka trapezoid, no? So dili siya triangular ang iyahang configuration. So in this case, we can also say that this particular truss is internally unstable also. All right. Okay, so these are the general rule. So if B plus R is less than 2J, then automatic that would be unstable truss. And sometimes B plus R is greater or equal to 2J, but at the same time, it can be unstable externally if the support reactions are concurrent or parallel, or internally unstable if some of the components, meaning member of the trusses, form a collapse mechanism, wherein in most cases the panels are not forming a triangular configuration. Okay, so let's practice, no? Let's have a practice, no? Let's call this one as truss number 1, and let us classify if this is statically determinate, statically indeterminate, stable, or unstable. Ayan. Okay, so I'll give you siguro mga 1 minute, no? And then after 1 minute, I will call someone, no, to answer the figure number or truss number 1. Friends, naman tong program, naman tong PowerPoint mo ba? Atong ano, nato sa Drive. Ang katong muraog program, katong murag agenda ba? Naraman to sa PowerPoint ba? Okay. Mora ba tong first nga evidence sa person si pangitaon? Ang katong program sa orientation. Okay, so time's up siguro, no? Ayan, so ayan, kinsa may mag-volunteer, no, to answer truss number 1. Ayan. So kung walay mag-volunteer, mag-pick up kung kinsa ako ang matawag, no? Walay mag-volunteer, who will volunteer, no? Sa may mag-volunteer, no, to answer number 1. Ayan, truss number 1. Anyone from the group? Wala may mag-ano. Let me call siguro ano. Let's have the class rep siguro, no. Class rep. Ayan. Mr. De La Piña. Ayan. So kindly solve daw ko, no. Tell me if the truss number 1 is statically determinate, indeterminate, or unstable. Ayan. Okay? Ayan, Mr. De La Piña.
Sir, statically determinate po.
Okay? So statically determinate. Why? No? Why did you say nga it is a statically determinate truss? So how many reactions di ay? Pila ka atong reaction?
3 kabok, sir.
Okay, so this is a roller, no? So natay isa diri ka reaction. This is a pin, so we have 2 reactions here. So the number of reactions will be 3. Ayan. So natay tulo ka reaction. Lain gini nga pen kay mo. Sulat ra siya iya, no? So let me delete this one first. So naatay tulo ka reaction. Alright? Wait for a while. Let me transfer my kuan. Kaya murag magsilbi ni. Lisod kayo magsulat na mouse ra ang gamiton. Okay? So let me delete this one first. And we have 3 reactions. Okay? So naatay tulo ka reaction. Ay, di gyud magsilbi. Sorry. Ito na lang gid na to ni. Na. Bungkag og samot. Alright. Okay, so naatay tulo ka reaction, no? So we have 3 reactions. And how many members, by the way, Mr. De La Pina? Pila ka buka to member?
4, sir.
4? 4 ba? No, again, no, the number of members is actually based on the joints. So, meaning in this case, this is corresponds to 1 member. This corresponds to 1 member. This corresponds to 1 member. This corresponds to 1 member. Another member here. This one is a member. This one is also a member. This is a member also. And then at the inner portion, natin isa ka member diri. Ayan. We also have this as additional member, other member, other member. This one is also a member. This one, ito naman, this one also, and of course, this one. So, natay 20 ka member, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 na lagi na. Wala ko na sayop og ihap. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 na gid siya, no? So nainobra ato ang pag-delete. Ayan, sorry for this. So anyway, gi-ihap na to na siya. So it has 19 members all in all. Okay? Ayan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay? And then the number of joints, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So the number of joints is 11. So B plus R, that would be 22. And the number of joints is also 11, and then we are going to multiply it by 2, that is also 22. So actually, Mr. De La Pina is actually correct because B plus R is simply equal to 2J. Okay? And so what about ito, letter B? Ayan, figure letter B. Who can volunteer? No? So may maka-volunteer sa figure or atong trust number 2 na to. Yes, go ahead, Miss Tobias. Ayan.
Try lang po, sir. IB or kanang ikaduha, sir, kanang triangular.
Kanang triangular, no? Letter B. Ito. C mo din nakabutang, no? So,
akong nakuha na, sir, is na ay 9 ka members. And then naapod tayo 3 ka reactions. And then naapod din tayo 6 ka joint. So, therefore, nakuha na ko is statically determinate siya, sir.
Okay. Ayan. So, who can reinforce Miss Tobias or who can confirm Miss Tobias? Tobias dahil. Sa may maka-confirm or same ra ba mo og answer or naay mo rebuttal, no? Mali ang answer ni Miss Tobias. Anyone from the group? Or nahadlok lang mo kang Miss Tobias, no? Di mo masukol. Same. Ayan. Same Miss ng batak. Okay, so actually, no, this is actually an unstable structure. Okay, so again, if it is unstable, we don't care if it is statically determinate or statically indeterminate. Now question, ganong unstable man siya? No, because again, no, if the panels, no, ang panels ato ang task should be configured as a triangular. So, internally, it is unstable because you will notice itong mga panels na to, Yan, tulo ka buok, no? These are actually not triangle. Although ang shape niya triangle, but you will notice there are 4 corners, no? For example, ito, upat ka corner, di ba? So, yan. Triangles are only 3 corners. So, meaning this is an unstable truss, no? So, unstable siya. Okay?
Indeterminate.
Ayan. So, what about itong last nga truss? Ayan. The last one. Last truss. Ayan. Sa iyo makabalot, yes. Ayan. Go ahead, Miss Barabato.
Sir, unstable internally, sir.
Okay, unstable internally. Ayan. But what about externally? No? By the way, no, ito, sakto gyapon to kang Miss Tobias ganina, no? Pwede ra gyapon nimo ihapon. Ihapon ang iyahang members and determine its determinacy, no, externally. But in terms of internal, it is unstable. Ito, of course, no, natay square, no? Ayan, or rhombus at inner portion, it is, we can say that this is also unstable truss. No? But externally, we can count, no, the number of members, the joints, and the reactions so that we can determine if it is determinate or not determinate. So for example, we are going to count it. So this is a pin, so we have 2 reactions. This is a roller, so we have 1 reaction. Number of members are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So natay 12. So all in all, B plus R, that would be 12 plus 3 or 15. And then ang atong joints will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2, that would be 16. So you will notice here that 15, the B plus R is less than 16. So same manner, since it is less than 16, unstable yapon ang ato ang truss. So, ayan. So, si gito nag-answer ato, sige ito apelido ato. So, nag-answer? Barabato, you are actually correct, no? So the truss is unstable, both internal and external. Okay? So napatay lain, no? So kung wala naka-answer ang uban, napa mo chance. How can volunteer to answer letter A? Anyone from the group? Letter A. Wala mag-volunteer. Ano na lang ko, manawag na lang ko dere, no? Miss Cleopas. Ayan. Ikaw may nag-una sa list. Miss Cleopas, can you answer letter A?
Answer, determining, statically determining po.
Okay, so externally or internally stable or not?
Unstable po, sir.
Okay, so unstable siya, no? Kay this is rhombus. So internally unstable siya. No? But if we are going to talk about external configuration, so this is a roller, so 1, ito naman is spin, so 2. Ayan, number of members 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 3, that would be 8 plus 3. Ayan, and then the number of joints, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 6. So times 2, 12. So you will notice here is 11 is less than 12. So therefore, the truss is unstable. Okay? Ayan, so unstable ang itong truss. O, letter B. Isa may mag-answer na letter B. Ayan. Okay, so yes, go ahead, Ms. Nambatak.
Statically determinate, sir.
Okay, so statically determinate. Let us confirm, no? This is pin. So natay duha, and we have members 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 7 plus 4. And then joints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 2, that would be 10. 11 is greater than 10. Therefore, it is statically indeterminate to the first degree. 11 minus 10, first degree. Okay? Ayan. So, medyo nasayop siguro kasi nagtuo si Miss Nambatak nga pin ang isa kasupon. Right? Okay, letter C, no? Kinsa may answer sa letter C. Volunteer mo daan kay para di na mo matawag unya kay basin og matawag mo diri na mo sa letter D. Okay na. Si Miss Cleopas nag-raise sa iyang hand. That's okay. Manan naman ni si Miss Cleopas. Lahi na pod, no? Lain na po siguro. Okay, so go ahead, Miss Dakubor. Ayan, Dakubor.
Statistically determinate, sir.
Statistically determined. It's not statistically. Statistics muna siya, no? Statically, alright? Statically
Ay, sorry,
determinate.
sir.
Okay, so let us confirm, no? So this is a pin. So natay duha ka reaction roller 1, number of joints 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that would be 14 times 2, no? Ang atong joints. Number of members 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 13 plus 3, that would be 15. Ayan. So, greater gyapon siya. So, determinate mo ito yung answer ganito, no? Is, Dakubor?
Yes, sir.
Masig na sa'yo kung ihap, no? Tulo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 plus 3, 16 din. 13 plus 3, that is 16. So there are 13 members, 3 reactions, 16. Joints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, no? So times 2, 16. So you are actually correct, no? Sorry for that. Ako'y sayop na. Mr. Kubor, you are correct. This trust is statically determinate. Okay? Ayan. So ito, no? We have a complex trust here. Letter D. Ayan. Mr. Galupo, go ahead.
Statically determinate, sir.
Why? Anong statically determinate din siya?
Kay ang yang reaction kay tulo, tas ang yang members kay 21 kabok, then ang yang joints kay 12.
Okay, so let us confirm, no? So tulo kabok, this is a pin. Roller, tulo. Number of members, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22 ba? Or, well, let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that would be 21 plus 3. O yeah, number of joints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12. So times 2, 24. So it is statically determinate trust. Okay? So SD. Ayan. Okay? So after determining its stability and determinacy, no, kung statically determinate ang atong trust, then we can proceed with our force analysis using the equation of equilibrium. So by the use of equation of equilibrium, we have two methods, no, for trust analysis. No, we have a joint method and the method of section. But before that, it would be nice if we can determine the zero force members. No? Zero force members are those members which do not carry any axial load. No? So gibutang lang siya diha sa tuang truss, no? Gi-connect lang siya sa tuang truss as part of our truss member in order to increase, no, the restraint, no, or the stiffness of our truss. So for example, ganina, no, so naman tayo unstable. So pwede na to na siya butangan, no? Pwede na to butangan og additional diri. And it could be that kaning atong dugang becomes a zero force member. But depende pa. Let us analyze it first. No? Ayan. So, for this member, no, it supports no loading. No? And then the zero force members of the truss can generally be determined by inspection of their joints. No? So, we can determine the zero force members by simply looking at the joints of our truss. And there are two cases wherein there is an occurrence of zero force member. So, the first case is ito. Okay, so this will be case number 1. Okay, then who can tell me what particular member ani ang zero force member? Yan, who can tell me? No? Who can tell me the zero force members here? Actually, there are 4. No, there are 4 zero force member actually. Okay, may upat ka buok na zero force member. Anyone from the group? So again, no, ang zero force member is a member which do not carry any load. So meaning wala siya nag-carry of axial load. Yan. Anyone from the group? So I'll give you an example, no. If we are going to analyze joint C, no, so mao gani ang atong joint C. Okay? Assuming nga puro siya tension. So this is member BC. Okay? And this would be member CD. Diba? So what would be the values of member BC and member CD in this case? If you sum up forces along Y, CD becomes 0. If you sum up forces along the horizontal axis, BC becomes 0. Therefore, BC and CD are zero force members. Okay? And so who can tell me other members which are zero force? No? So pa may makasaba sa kuha kung asa pa diri ang atong mga zero force members. Tama ba ilaing zero force member?
BE, sir.
Tama ba? Hello? May mag-participate. Actually, wala na. No? So, wala na ang zero force member nato. What about this one? No? Ayan. Who can tell me unsa ang zero force member? This might be tricky sa siya. No? Medyo tricky na siya gamay. No? But who can tell me what are the what member? There are only one member here which is zero force. No? And take note, these are 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle na sila. Who can tell me which of the following members are zero force member? So siguro I'll give you 30 seconds na or 1 minute na to decide, and then afterwards you can volunteer.
CF. CF. Of CG. Ang nasa center tanan.
Okay, so ayan. So anyone from the group, no? Isa can tell me which of the following are. Yes, Miss Cortez. Go ahead, no? Miss Cortez. Sa ang member diri ang kuan? BG. BG. Zero force. BG. Actually, dili, no? Dili siya. Okay, naman siya force, no? This member here is actually a compressive force or a compressive or carry compressive force to support the the load P, no? Ayan, De La Peña DF. Ayan, DF, no? The FD or the DF is actually the zero force member. Okay? So itong member na to. Ayan, why? No? I'll explain this one. So this is a roller, therefore naatay vertical force. If we are going to analyze joint E, no? So kung mag-analyze ta sa joint E, take note na atay reaction at E. We call that one as RE, no? Ito. Ayan. So natay RE. At joint E na ay connect di ang members na DE and EF, no? So since this is going up ang ato ang reaction, then tendency is ang ato ang DE is going down. to support the vertical load RE. No, kay the member DE should have a Y component nga going down. Kaya para mo na mo compensate sa ato ang upward force. Okay? And along the X direction, ang direction karon sa atong FE should be going to the left because DE has X component going to the right. So, dapat ang EF na to is going to the left. Kaya aron makompensate na to itong X component nga value ni DE. Okay? So, ayan. So, if I am going now to bring that forces, the DE, I'm going to bring that one to joint D. So, tendency karon mo ni akong joint D na ako'y DE which is tensile. Okay? So, this would be my DE. So, tendency is, ang ako ada yung CD is compressive. No? Abay na DE is compressive. So, DE is compressive going up. Therefore, CD will also be compressive going down. Okay? Ayan. Okay, and then assuming na ang atong FD is tensile, ano yung atong FD or DF, ayan. Ayan. But if you are going to analyze it, no? Kung ato siyang i-analyze, itong portion na to, no? Itong line na to, these particular members here are 90 degrees. No? Naka 90 degrees siya. In other words, kung ako siyang i-rotate, I'm going to make this as my x-axis. This one is my y-axis. Okay, 90 degrees man eh. This is actually 180 degree. No? 180 degree na siya. So, pwede nga kani akong horizontal axis, ito yung magiging y-axis. So, therefore, if this is horizontal axis, you will notice if you are going to sum up forces along x, CD and DE becomes equal. And there's no other force or load that will compensate the vertical component of the force DF. So, therefore, DF should be equal to 0. Okay? Yan, nagets ba? No? Naklaro ba? No? Is it understandable? Kindly thumbs up daw ko, no, kung nakuha ra. Thumbs up daw. Or wala ka gets? Anyone? Yan, so wala ka gets, ano, no? So, akong balikon, no? So, or siguro, let me open OneNote, no, para atong ma-explain, no. Let me delete this one first. Di ba, ana man to ang DE, no. This is joint E, no. Allow me to have this or allow me to copy, you know, the figure, you know. This particular figure. Ito. Ayan. So, let me to copy this here. Okay. So, take note, no? This part here is 90 degrees, no? Ito, 90 degrees. This one also is 90 degrees. Therefore, this is 180 degrees. Okay? Now, if this is 180 degrees, tendency is, okay? Tendency, pwede na ko na siya i-rotate, no? Siguro, allow me to use word na lang siguro para pwede ito maka-rotate. Ayan. So, pwede na ko na i-rotate ngayon ana ang contrast. Okay? Ayan. Rotate na ko ingon ana. Okay? Ayan. So, just imagine nga ngayon ana ang iyahang direction. So, if this is 180 degrees, therefore, this is straight line. Di ba? This is horizontal straight line. Wala, hindi kayo straight. Yan. Straight line na siya. No? So, if that would be straight horizontal line, eto, this would also be straight horizontal line. No? I can take this as my x-axis, and I can also take this as my y-axis, itong vertical na to. And allow me to transfer this one. There is ito ang OneNote. Ayan. Okay. So, take note, no? Horizontal line ni siya. This is joint E. And we all know that DE, no, sa atong analysis ganina, that will be compressive. So, paana ang iyahang direction. So, therefore, to compensate this, because this is going to the left, no? Is going to the left. So, dapat ang resist niya is CD, going to the right. Okay? So, meaning, if we sum up forces along X, then, that is 0, pwede siya ma-0 because we have force going to the left and we have force going to the right. Now, so therefore, member CD and member DE should have the same magnitude in order for us to achieve summation of forces along X is equal to 0. And you will notice that DF, yung DF natin, regardless of the direction of our DF, walay lain mo resist ana niya. In other words, wala siya i-resist nga load, no? Kay wala may X component, wala may Y component ang atong CD, ang atong or ang atong DE, no? It has no Y component in this case. So therefore, no, unsa may akong i-resist, no? 0. So therefore, FD is also equal to 0. So this is now my zero force member. Okay, so exclusive for this, no? Okay, 180 degrees man siya. Okay, if so happen that this particular top chord is not 180 degrees, then therefore there will be component or there will be value that should be given to our member force FD. Okay? Ayan. So I hope that is already clear. Okay. And so again, no, naatay if we were able to do the stability or determinacy of our truss, then we can now proceed with our force analysis. So for truss analysis, for the force analysis of our trusses, naatay duha ka pamaagi. We have the joint method and the method of section. So the difference between the two is that for joint method, we are going to analyze the truss. We are going to determine the force of each member of the truss in every joint sa tuang truss. Otherwise, sa method of section, we are going to cut it. No? So ang technique lang, if you are required to solve all the member forces of the truss, it will be nice if it will be much better if you're going to use the joint method. Okay? Pero kung part ra gani, dili tanan, part lang sa ato ang mga truss members, then use method of section. Kay mas dali ang analysis if you are going to use method of section. So we have here an example problem. No? So we are going to determine each of the forces of the truss member and indicate whether it is tension or compression. Setting P is equal to 8. Ayan. So allow me to open this one or allow me to copy this problem and let us solve this one using our OneNote. Ayan. So dali na to siya solve. Okay. Ayan. So let's have one and paste it here and then we are going to solve it here. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do is we need to complete first the external forces. So meaning we need to complete the reactions. No? And so this is a roller, therefore it has one reaction. Let's call this one as RE going up. No? And then if this is 8 kilonewton, then we can solve for RE by simply using summation of moment at A. Ayan, kada exam 0 considering clockwise direction as positive. So meaning 8 kilonewton will create positive moment, no? Paano siya? Pa dito siya, no? Ayan. Okay. Going to A, so that is positive. So 8 and then ang yading moment arm from D to A, that is also 8 meters. Okay, so excuse me for a while. Naiguya ba no, sir? Sa may na? Buko o avocado. Buko o carrot ra? Nancy? Carrot lang, sir, no? Carrot lang, carrot. Salang. Wala day sa banda rin. Lagi yung bano rin bigya. Lagi. Mangga po sunod. Konflik. Klase sa uga. Balik na niya. Klase sa awal dito ka, ma'am. Klase sa. Kamulo, klase. Okay. Ayan, no? Okay, so ayan. So natay positive moment sa tuwang 8 kilonewton. Si RE, that is clockwise or counterclockwise. So negative, no? So meaning we are going to have it RA negative siya. Ang distance niya from E to A, that is 4. So that would be 4 here. And so meaning RE now becomes 8 times 8, no? That would be 16, no? So 16 ang ato ang 16 ba, no? 4 to 8 times 2, 16. So 16 kilonewton. Okay. So 16 daw kuno ni. Ayan, 16 kilonewton. Therefore, unsa man ang direction karon sa vertical reaction at A? No? Do we need to sum up forces or do we need to use the summation of moment, no, to solve for the vertical reaction RA? Down. It should be down, okay? Nga naman, no? Na kay going up 16, imong going down is only 8. So pagdugang o going down diha nga 8 kay aron mag equal ang ato ang vertical forces. Okay? And of course, the x component of the reaction at A, we don't have horizontal force or load applied into our truss. This is equal to 0. Okay? So you will notice, no, from the figure itself, it becomes a symmetrical truss. No? Symmetrical siya. Same ang dimension, no? Along the left and along the right. And the loads is also symmetrical. Okay, symmetrical. So this is also 60 degrees. This one is also 60 degrees. So if it is symmetrical, then we can say that this member truss is equal to this member truss. This one is also equal to here. This one is also equal to here. So meaning, ang ato na lang solbon karon kana na lang isa, kanya equal na nato ang sila diya. Ay pareho or symmetrical man ang ato ang truss. Okay, so let's start analyzing at joint A, no? Pwede sa joint D, but never at joint E. Kaya tendency, dagan tag-anon, no? Yan. So, let's start at joint A. No? So, muna itong joint A. Yan. This is joint A. So, naatay going down na force, that is 8. Alright? 8. And then, since this is going down, the member force AB should be going up. AB. No? So, it should be going up 60 degrees. Okay. So, AB has an X component going to the right. So, therefore, member AE should be going to the left. Ayan. Going to the left. So, in this case, we can now do the force analysis. So, if we sum up forces along Y, okay, considering upward direction as positive, then we have AB sine of 60 minus 8 because 8 is going down. So therefore naatay AB karon which is equal to pila man AB 8 divided by sine 60. That would be 9.238, no? So 9.23 kilo newton, which is also equal to member force CD. By the way, no, pula pa rin nato nabutang ang iyang sense of direction. No? Sense of direction, dito siya, no? So, palayo. So, that would be tension. No? This is also equal to member CD. Okay? So, if you are going to sum up forces along X, AE is simply equal to 9.238 cosine of 60. And cosine of 60, no, if you sum up forces along X, ayan. So, that is AE minus plus AB 9.238. Okay, cosine of 60. So, therefore, since cosine 60 is simply 0.5, so AE is simply half of AB, 9.238 divided by 2. So that is 4.619. 4.619, which is also compression, which is also equal to member force DE. Okay. So meaning humana ni, we already solved this member force. We already solved this member force. We already solved this member force, and we also solved this particular member force. Okay? Now, let's proceed to joint B. Now, kung mag-add to ta sa joint B, this is joint B, no? Ito yung mo niya nga atong AB. Okay. So, since the y component of AB is going down, no? Ang mo resist ana is BE. Yan. Ito yung BE natin. No? So, all of these forces are the x component of these forces are going to the left. So, therefore, ang atong BC, this joint B, no, should be going to the right BC. Okay? So, if we are going to analyze it at the y component, if sum of forces along y, BE simply equal to AB. Wala ba lang force, no? We have a force AB, ang mo resist niya is BE, and they are all 60 degrees. No? Ito 60 degrees din naman to. And this is also 60 degrees. Okay, because this is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so 60 degrees gapon siya, no? So it is also 60 degrees. So therefore, ang atong AB is also equal to BE. At the same time, no? This is also equal to CD. So meaning equal sa din siya sa CE. So, ang kulang na lang is only BC, which is twice of the cosine of 9. Kumbaga ito, 9.23, 60 degrees man eh. So, if you sum up forces along x, that would be BE cosine 60. Take note, cosine 60 is 0.5, no? Minus AB and then cosine of 60 plus, okay, plus BC. Ayan. So, 0.5 man. So, simply half lang sa 9.238. Okay, same man na si BE o EB. So, this is half of 9.238. This is half of 9.238. Therefore, BC is simply 9.238. Okay? Ayan. 9.238. Sorry for the penmanship. No? Dili ka function na nga to ang pangsulat. So, this is tension. Okay, so simple recall, no? Very easy sa ato ang, since we are already done this one sa ato ang statics of rigid bodies. So this will be the solution, no, for our task number 1. So let us proceed to our next problem. So we have method of section. So again, for the method of section, it be very effective if only part of our trust members are required, no? So meaning dili tanan nga trust members ipakuha ang ato ang mga member forces, only part of it, then it would be nice if you're going to use the method of joints. Okay, a method of section. So in the method of section, please take note that the sense of direction, no, of the forces sa mga members nga atong gipakat is we are going to assume it as tensile. Okay, so we are going to assume it as tensile for us to be able to easily do our force analysis. So let's have this one as our example problem. So in this case, we are required to solve for the member force GF and GD. So ito, tsaka ito. And in this case, the values or the support reactions are already calculated. Natay reaction at A, 9 kilonewton, and at 7, that would be, or at E, that would be 7 kilonewton. So allow me to copy this one sa ato ang OneNote and let us solve this particular problem. Okay, like may nakopya, no? So sorry. Okay, tayo. Ayan. So, ito yun. No? Tama ko yan. Alright. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, method of section. So, in most cases, kung unsa tong unknown, no? In this case, GF o GD ang unknown, dito po nato siya ikat. No? And once we cut it, no? Here, given naman, no? Kung asa siya ikat. No? But, take note, no? In actual analysis, ikaw ang magbuot kung asa naman siya ikat. No? Yan. So, in this case, kasi ano to siya ikat in order for us to solve the unknown forces. So, pag-cut na to, it's either you analyze the left segment, ito, or you analyze the right segment. Depende sa imo, but take note, it will give us the same answer, no? So same ra ang answer nga ato ang makuha if you are going to analyze each of the sides ato ang truss. So allow me to cut it here. Ayan, so siguro na ako sa pag-cut. And then allow me to copy this one. There is ato ang one out. Okay, so and then I'm going to analyze segment or section at the right. No? So although you can do it also at the left, pero I think much better kung right para gamay ra ang force ang atong makonsider. So again, no, if we don't know the sense of direction sa atong force member, we are going to assume that that is tensile. Okay, so this is GF. This would be DG. And this would be CD.
I
Okay.
see.
Okay.
Okay.
And then of course now we need to solve the slope, no, of our member forces. Ayan. So allow me to get this height, no. So this is 4.5 minus 3 na ako'y 1.5. So therefore itong GF natin, ang slope ani niya na siya vertical nga 1.5, na din siya horizontal nga 3. Okay. Therefore, ang hypotenuse niya will be square root of 1.5 square plus 3 square. That is 3 square root of 5 square root of 5 over 2. Right? So, I can now solve my GF, no? By simply summing forces along D along point D or summing moment at point D. So, kung mag-sum up moment at point D, yung DG sa CD becomes 0. So, if I'm going to sum up moment at D, like sum 0, considering clockwise direction as positive. So, ang mag-create diag moment, no, is simply ito, 7, no, times 3. That is counterclockwise. So, negative 7 times moment arm na 3. Kani, ang iyang y component 0 kay pag ana nimo diya y component niya mao na going to D man, no, so 0, pero ang iyang x component natay value, no, so that is positive, no, kay clockwise man siya, no, so positive, no, ay counterclockwise ya po, no, counter, so meaning mali ang direction nato sa GF, it should be compression. So anyway, allow me to change na lang largo sa iyang sense of direction, no, para mas dali nato siya makuha. Ayan. So, going to the, siya, no? Going paduot, no? So, it would be, ang yang x component din, is ito. Okay? Ayan. Okay? That is 3, ang yang distance, no? So, positive na din siya, no? Okay, going to the D, that would be clockwise. So, GF, yung x component, let's use this slope, no? 3 over 3 square root of 5 over 2, and then the distance is 3 meters. Okay? So, naa na din tayo value sa tuang GF. Okay? So, pila man ni si GF? That would be 7 times 3. Ayan. Divided by 3, divided by 3, divided by 2 times 3 times square root of 5. 7.826 kilonewton, which is in compression. Okay? Alright? Any questions so far? No? Naka-follow, ha? Okay, so nanatay GF, and we can now do we can now solve the value of DG. It's either we sum up moment at G, pwede, no? Para makakuha tag CD, and then after that you use summation of forces along X, or directly we can use the summation of forces along Y, no? Okay, aron kani anon man atong CD, no? Ya wala man na siya Y component, then we can directly solve for our GD. So first we have 7 going up and 2 going down. We have GF, which is compression. That would be ang yang Y component is going down, so that would be GF, and minus GF, no? So, but since na naman tayo value, let us use that particular value. 7.826. Yeah, ang yaring slope ana is 1.5 over 3 square root of 5 over 2. Okay, and of course the DG which is going up, no? DG. Yeah. But since diagonal, so we need to solve for the slope first. So, yung slope, this is 3, this is 4.5 here. So, ang hypotenuse anak niya will be 4.5 squared plus 3 squared, square root of the answer, 3 square root of 13 over 2. No? So, this is 3 square root of 13 over 2. So, ang iya karong y component sa tuang kuan, no? Sa tuang DG will be 4.5 all over 3 square root of 13 over 2. Kada exam 0. So in this case, we cannot solve for our unknown force DG. Okay. So 7 minus 2 minus 7.826 times 1.5 divide 3 divide 5. Ayan. Okay. 1.5 and then times 3 times square root of 13 divide 2 divide. So what would be the value of DG in this case? No? Pila yung value sa ato ang DG? Anyone from the group? Can you calculate? Pila man?
My calculator.
Pila yung DG na to? Hello? Calculate mo, no? Pila may answer? $30.05. Kindly confirm daw ko na ba? Kung tama ba?
$1.80.
6.05.
Agad, mali talaga.
Say mo og kuan, answer. 3.605. O lain lagi mo answer. Kaya check sa ko na no. Kaya lain og answer.
Oh my God. Di mo lagi maklaro nga gini, sir. Ano ba to? 7.826 times 1.5 over 3 square root of 5 divide 2 plus x apa okay. Dahil 4.5
Okay. Ayan, so let me check na sa iyong mga answer diri. 36.05, 36. Siguro
Sino
mag-calculate
answer?
lang ko. Ayan. I think the answer is kuan. To casio na
Further
ko
answers there.
FX. Ayan.
Oh,
Okay. Hindi makaya, ano na lang, no? I-sheet solve, no? Sheet solve. 1.8 na. Actually, the answer is 1.809. No? So, muna answer na to. Negative. So, meaning that is,
Negative.
ato assumption is tension. So, negative man siya. So,
Negative 1.8029.
0.29. So, negative siya. So, ato na lang siyang i-change sa yung direction. So, from tension, mahimo siyang compression. Okay? Ayan. So, that would be our answer, no, for the known requirement GF and TG. So, to confirm your answer, no, para inyo mo-confirm, pwede din siya i-redo ang inyong solution, but this time you use the left segment for the left cut, no, para sa inyong analysis, and it should get the same answer. No, if the answer is the same, then that means your solution is correct. Okay? Ayan. Alright, so let's continue. And then, mo naman ito tanan, no? Ayan, so that will be the end, no, of our lecture for this morning.
Wow.
I still have one meeting more, no? Ayan. But I think, no, this Friday, you go over or you solve or you do your plate number 4 and plate number 3. Okay? So before we end, allow me to check the attendance. 3K. This is 3K.